Kanye West abusing children?
Oof.
Okay, yes.
Now what?
Rolling Stone's article outlines, I guess he's being sued by a man named Trevor Phillips.
Yeah, which, as many people have pointed out, is the name of one of the characters from GTA.
GTA 5.
Makes
just a weird coincidence. He's being sued for discrimination, harassment during his employment from November 2022 to May 23. Phillips, who is black, claims Ye treated black staff worse than white employees, including screaming and berating them. He was originally hired for Yeezy's vertically integrated crew to oversee projects related to using natural materials for Yeezy products, but was moved over to Donda Academy amidst Yee's fallout with Adidas and Gap over anti-Semitic remarks. Yay.
You got to do this every time.
Whatever. He doesn't deserve the respect.
What? Yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
Yee.
You are wrong.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
Here are some of the things alleged. Phillips was expected to be on call 24/7 for all of his all-encompassing role, including to the according to the suit. And although he was promised pay of $100 per hour, Phillips allegedly made far less than that, and some payments were delayed after the Yeezy bank account was frozen. One of Phillips' first tasks was to convert one of Yeezy's Calabasas properties into a new campus for Donda Academy, after a landlord broke their lease with Ye over his anti-Semitic comments. That's awesome. While spending time in Donda Academy, Phillips claimed that Ye began spreading anti-Semitism in school meetings, including in front of some students. Other inappropriate commentary alleged, including Ye saying he only likes to date white women and telling employees that no one could be fat, otherwise they'd be fired. That's dope. Ye also allegedly boasted that he used $2 million of the school's budget to splash out on a trip to Paris.
Yep.
In one strange encounter, Phillips says Ye requested they meet at Nobu Hotel in Malibu to discuss business plans. Over the next 3 hours, Phillips describes feeling uncomfortable as Ye went on a rant about Hitler's greatness, said the Holocaust was fake, and said gay people are not true Christians. At some point, Phillips says Ye had hotel staff come to the room and put on 2022 The Batman with two men watching the movie on mute in silence. Why the fuck was that even written in? Like, that's just weird. What the shit? He is such a fucked up, weird ass dude. It gets worse. While lying flat on the bed, Philip claims that Ye began to make slow up and down motions with his hands just above his genitals as though he was masturbating and talking about his sex life. The rapper then FaceTimed the woman and instructed her to wear lingerie and shoes he bought for her. Phillips immediately recognized the female's face because only a few weeks earlier, while at the Yeezy headquarters, Kanye had flaunted new pictures of her to many of Yeezy's staff. What, his wife? Presumably?
Maybe it's his
someone else.
wife.
Phillips claims his relationship with Ye had soured by May 23 after a series of minor misunderstandings culminating in Ye throwing a temper tantrum and threatening to punch him. Ye was apparently unhappy with a garden Phillips was tending to and began screaming in front of a crowd for Phillips to get the fuck out of here and that he was fucking fired. Later, as Phillips pleaded his case, where's the part about the fucking kids in jail?
It's coming.
Later, as Phillips pleaded his case with Ye, explaining his daughter and little brother both attended Donda. Bro, why? And that he was in the midst of an undiagnosed medical condition. Ye allegedly began another tirade. Kanye raised his hand and pointed at Phillips' neck, a neck condition, screamed, "Fuck your neck." Then pointed at the school. Kanye belched, "And fuck your daughter. I don't give a fuck about none of that."
Christ is king.
Kanye then ran to the garden and attempted to pick up and toss the garden. Okay. But too weak and out of shape. They wrote that in to the lawsuit. This is a
really
quote.
paints a picture, though. Like, I can actually see all of this happening in my head.
Too weak and out of shape, failed to pick them up. Instead, he started pulling out the plants and individual pieces inside the boxes, ripping them apart and throwing them on the floor in a worse and more immature tantrum than any of even the youngest Donda school children had ever thrown. They wrote it like that, eh? Ye allegedly once told two children that he wanted them to shave their heads and that he intended to put a jail at the school, and then they could be locked in cages.
So at this point, I mean, it's completely fine to say he's running a cult. Like, this is a cult leader's behavior with, like, the kids being there and everything and, like, tormenting everybody and, like, it's trying to build this whole, like, ecosystem where everybody, like, that's part of what this guy's job was. That's why in the gardens that they're referring to, he was, like, trying to make a weird little Jonestown community.
Yeah, I don't know. I know this guy's sick, though.
It's, like, super disturbing.
So anyway, I mean, I think I've been to schools where they have cages for kids to put in, like if they're misbehaving. I mean, what else are you supposed to do with them? You know?
It's like Matilda.
Right.
The turkey.
She was treated fine. She was actually a template for Donda.
Totally.
When Phillips tried to push back against Ye's bigotry, the artist responded mercilessly with incessant harassment, humiliation, and attempts to both mentally control and destroy Phillips. Kanye's ill will towards the plaintiff ultimately culminated in a vulgar lashing in front of school children and their parents. Kanye even threatened Phillips with physical violence. The rapper then physically threatened Phillips, according to the suit, repeatedly saying he was going to punch you. I'm going to punch you in the face. Before his mood suddenly shifted, imitating the celebratory dance of Mario from the famous video game Mario Brothers, the suit claimed Kanye jumped up with punching one fist in the air and said, "I'm going to give you one more chance, another life." I had a hard time. What is his celebratory
It's
dance?
like, he just means like that.
Oh, come on. You know.
That's not a dance.
I mean,
Well, yeah, I guess.
I don't know why I
His
said
little hop,
yippee.
where he goes, Yahoo!
Let's go.
So I guess when you see this story on Twitter or wherever, they're burying the lead here. They're leading with this kind of silly, almost makes him look like a Joker.
Yeah.
With the Mario meme, and then
Everybody's focusing on the Mario part. I haven't seen a lot of people talking about the cages for children.
shaving
at his
kids' heads
school.
and
Right.
caging them part. So let's not bury the lead here. Yeah, he sucks. He's a fucking demon.
Also, you skipped one paragraph, but there was actually a really juicy detail in there. It's
One
that-
of Phillips' first tasks was. Oh wait, no, I stopped reading here. Given a deadline of a matter of weeks, Ye allegedly told Phillips he expected his team to complete the renovations without any permits, and later demoted Phillips when he expressed concern with the safety and legality of completing the renovations.
his school that these people were paying him a bunch of money to put their children in for whatever fucking reason they thought that was a good idea is just in a condemned, like, collapsing church that a guy that was originally hired by a shoe company for his knowledge of materials is now being put in charge of renovating to turn into a school, which he himself is like, yeah, I have no idea what I'm doing. He's not a contractor at all. Like, he had nothing to do.
I mean, listen,
construction.
Dan, good people are good people. They're not easy to find.
Dude.
Zerka. Oh, God. Oh, God. Yeah, he's friends with this guy, Zerka, who got his ass beat. He's friends with Sneeko and all these psychos. God, I love 18-year-old women so much. Does that hurt you?
A little bit.
Sterile sex is gay sex, said Sneeko. Impregnate. Pair bonding is real. Stop traumatizing these poor girls.
What the hell?
Literally coming from a dude who fucks them. Ha, 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 ha. God, these guys are
Every
so
part
such
of this
low lives.
exchange is awful.
Yeah, there's so many clips of Circa saying weird shit about 18-year-olds.
I feel like that dude will end up in jail one way or the other.
I think
Yeah.
so too, yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
He's not long for public life. So that's that. So Kanye. All right.
But yeah, it's starting to, well, maybe not starting, but you know, he has like new music that just came out recently and it did really well. It charted super high. And this is feeling like 2000s R. Kelly to me, where everybody knows that this person is a monster, but everybody's just still kind of spinning the wheels and going along with it.
Adidas did for a long time.
Weird.
Dude, Adidas, a German company, who the Germans are like the most fucking sensitive about Hitler and Nazism, and like they do not tolerate that shit at all.
Yeah.
It's actually illegal even to draw a swastika or to hail Hitler in Germany. And I was listening, I think it was a daily. He was in the Adidas office in Germany talking about Hitler and praising Hitler and all this Nazi shit. And they didn't fucking fire him for a long time after that.
Not until it became a public problem.
On his opening track of that album, some of the lyrics are, "I'm just gonna come through and just black out, keep a few Jews on staff now. I cash out."
Nice. You're making amends.
Chart topper song right there.
Making amends.
How was this?
Yes. It's bad.
Wait,
He's bad.
All Music, Kanye West discography. I'm curious what the rating was on his new album. People liked it, eh? Let's see.
Yeah, I think it charted #1 or close to it.
I don't really. It's just not on my radar. His new shit is just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It seems to get like mediocre.
Now what?
It got 2.5 stars from All Music, so. Good for
Yeah, it
them.
wasn't reviewed well, but it got to the top of the charts.
Right. All right. Lots of people needing visits from the police.
Yep.
The police should be busy. They got work to do.